What's going on, you guys? This is Vincent Rusty Eye, otherwise known as Jay, and some of you guys that are close to me personally know me as Josh. Today I wanted to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. Really want to start doing this channel and doing YouTube again, but I need to get some things off my chest because I've made a lot of vlogs in the last 2 months that you guys haven't seen because the only thing I'm talking about is depression and anxieties and relationship issues that I'm having, which I didn't want to throw 100 of those videos up, because what I really want to utilize this channel for is helping guys to go from a place of awkwardness where they don't really know their place in the world to a place of awesomeness where they're confident, they're happy, and they can do whatever they want in life. I have been struggling with depression the last 2 months. And it's not something that just all of a sudden happened. I wouldn't say that I've been struggling with depression for most of my life, but I have been struggling with something most of my life, and not having a love interest has really brought all of these emotions to the forefront. When I was 11, I started having a string of online girlfriends, and that continued all the way up until I was about 16 years old. And I couldn't get past the idea of being alone again. When I turned 16, I fell in love with this girl at my church, and for about 4 years, I never asked her out. I never told her my feelings except for kind of hinting at it maybe once. And I knew the relationship couldn't necessarily go anywhere, but I kept hope that maybe it could. And at the end of those 4 years, she ended up going off to college after having a boyfriend and really honestly crushing me. Started working with a girl, and she was kind to me and liked me, and I realized there was chemistry there. And though the relationship could never work, I realized that if I wanted to go out with her, I needed to not be in the friend zone. And so I pushed hard and was able to get her to go out with me. And we dated for 2 years. I think 2.5. Before that time, when I was kind of obsessed with this other girl, and before I started working at that job, I went through a really dark time in my life because I felt like I was unattractive. I felt like I was unlovable. And I felt that if a girl would just give me a chance, that I could make her the happiest girl in the world. In 2010, October 2010, I started a YouTube channel called Mr. Joshimoto, and I was really excited to get that off the ground, and that was supposed to be my dream. I was going to be a director, a film director, and social anxiety really killed me wanting to go forward with that. Because in order to get actors, you have to hire people, you have to talk to people, you have to put things out, and it becomes very real. When I started working at Subway, I think it was end of 2011, it was 2012 that I started working at Subway. it was the darkest time in my life, and I found myself, more than anything else in the world, not being able to make YouTube videos, not being able to pursue my dream because I was constantly so focused on this idea that I needed someone, a woman in my life, to make me feel good about myself, to make me feel like my dreams were worth having. And I would make videos, not post them. I remember so many times talking into the microphone and making a Minecraft video until my throat was hoarse. We're talking 20 minutes over and over and over and over again because I felt like that's what needed to be done. Making YouTube videos became really difficult for me. I remember I got an interview somewhere and I didn't get the job, and I was so incredibly bummed out because I felt like I was going to be stuck at Subway forever. I felt like I was going to be alone in my life forever. And when I look back at those times compared to how I feel today, I think of how much worse I had it then. And how I didn't know that in a year I would have an opportunity to be with a cute girl, and I'd be so excited and happy. I had YouTube, and I had a good thing going. I was doing them every day, probably a little bit too much, probably too long videos, but I was doing it. And had I been more passionate about it from the beginning, when I started my Minecraft channel, iMiningCraft, in 2012, May of 2012 I believe it was, I could have gone somewhere. Because in May of 2012, I was getting 30 views, 40 views, and that's what happened is Minecraft went out of style. It dipped down, and people weren't searching for it. People weren't looking for Minecraft. You needed to be good at something to be able to do a Minecraft Let's Play. And because I wasn't doing it for fun, it became something that really hit me every single day. And I wanted somebody to believe in my dream, believe in who I was, believe that I could do YouTube, and encourage me to do that. When I got my girlfriend, she didn't support that. And I got the girlfriend. I got all that love, all that support for certain things, but she didn't support that. And what happened is I had nothing at that point. I didn't have a supportive relationship for what I was wanting in the first place. I didn't have YouTube anymore because I was so focused and ingrained on that relationship that I couldn't focus on this. And then I wasn't focusing on the relationship because I was trying to focus on doing YouTube. And I remember that girl wanting to spend time with me, and I could not get out of my head that it was time to grow up and focus on her and that relationship, or break up. When she broke up with me last year in August, I felt like my world had fallen apart because I didn't know what to do with my time. I didn't know what to do with my life. And I had toyed around for several months, even a year, of what would happen if we broke up. And sometimes I was really happy and excited to think about life without her because I could finally have time to do YouTube. I could finally have time to have Saturday mornings to myself But the thought of losing that thing that I had wanted ever since I was 11 years old scared me away from breaking up with her. The thought of her feeling horrible, like she was a failure, stopped me from breaking up with her. After that relationship ended, you guys kind of know, I went on dating profiles probably way too early. But I met one of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life. And I truly loved her. And even though she was in Ottawa, hundreds of miles away, I felt so happy with my life. We would stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning talking about nothing. But in January, I met her parents, and her parents, they thought I was a good kid, but unfortunately, they didn't like the fact that we were an interracial couple. But that caused a divide between us, and we started to talk about political things that we disagreed with. We started to find disagreements on almost everything in our life. And we started to fight and argue and debate about things that honestly don't matter. She had made herself out to be something she wasn't, and I thought she wasn't. And now that her parents had called her out and said that this thing couldn't be, it grounded her back to what she was. And what she was not what I wanted in a person. And now I'm left having tasted something so sweet and so perfect, and I don't have it. I actually had a moment where I realized that if I wanted to, I could end it all. I was taking my depression medication, and I looked at all the pills in the bottle, and I realized if I downed them all, that would be it. And even though that's not something I would do, because I've had a relative who committed suicide, and I saw what it does to the people that it leaves behind, I still didn't like that little thought in my head that said that. And the reason why I'm making this video and explaining all of this and taking, 30 minutes out of whoever's watching this, if anybody did, out of your time, is because I don't believe that suicide is a valid option. Because I'm not going to say it gets better, but life is worth fighting for. Happiness is worth the wait, even if it's only one day. And what this depression has taught me is it's taught me when I have a good moment or when I have a good day to enjoy every second of it, because I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know if in the next hour something will happen that makes my mood drop down. And it's made me embrace happiness when it happens to me. There's 3 options that I know are going to happen a year from now. either a year from now, I'm gonna make a video with my new girlfriend, and we're gonna be so happy, and I'm gonna sit in this very spot and talk to her about last year and where my life was at and how happy I am to be with her in this world and how happy I am that I stayed with it. I may be sitting here alone talking to you guys about, how maybe I thought I would have a girlfriend, but I don't, and that's okay because I'm happy with who I am alone, and I'm happy making videos, and I'm happy being myself. Or option 3, I sit here and I tell you guys I'm still hanging in there, and I still believe that maybe in the future something good's gonna come. I'm not gonna be making any more videos on this for a while, and I'm not gonna focus on the fact that I'm single or that I'm dealing with depression in any of these videos. What I want to do is I want to talk about men's style and what you can do to improve yourself and your confidence. Now, I need to work a little bit on my confidence and my internal presence before I can talk about a lot of that stuff. But as far as style-wise, I'm really excited. I want to do a video a week on that. So, I wanted to make this video and tell you guys that I'm choosing not to end it all. I'm choosing to stay with you guys. And it's not something that I was actually considering, but because I have the choice, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm choosing to stay around for many reasons, but one of them is for you guys. And those of you guys that have been with me either from Reddit, either you're my family, or you've been with me on this YouTube channel, all of you, I honestly love you all, and I'm so happy because when I posted my last story for the Asylum series, people had seen that I was on the sad Reddit, and they reached out to me, and you can't beat that. You can't beat a support group that reaches out to you and actually says, hey, it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna end this video. We've gone 30 minutes, but I'm really hopeful for the future, and I really want to start making these videos, and I really want to make YouTube my dream again. And I'm so happy to get a lot of this stuff off my chest because I'm hoping, and I know someone out there can relate, and if there's just one person that can watch this video and say, hey, I get it, I know what you're going through, and this is touching me, and I know I can make it. That's worth every second of it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.